5255. What is the primary purpose of the clutch? A. It allows the engine to be started without driving the main rotor system. B. It provides disengagement of the engine from the rotor system for autorotation. C. It transmits engine power to the main rotor, tail rotor, generator/alternator, and other accessories. The correct answer is A. It is vital to have the rotor detached from the engine to reduce the stress on the starter because a helicopter's rotor weighs significantly more than an airplane's propeller does in relation to the power of the engine. A clutch is therefore required between the engine and rotor. The clutch enables the engine to run and gradually take on the burden of moving the large, heavy rotor. 5256. What is the primary purpose of the freewheeling unit? A. It allows the engine to be started without driving the main rotor system. B. It provides speed reduction between the engine, main rotor system, and tail rotor system. C. It provides disengagement of the engine from the rotor system for autorotation purposes. The correct answer is C. The primary purpose of the freewheeling unit in a helicopter is to provide disengagement of the engine from the rotor system for autorotation purposes. Autorotation is a flight condition where the helicopter's rotor blades are allowed to rotate freely without power from the engine. In this situation, the airflow through the rotor system generates lift, allowing the helicopter to descend with controlled forward motion. During autorotation, the freewheeling unit plays a crucial role. It allows the engine to continue running without driving the rotor system. This means that the rotor blades can rotate freely, unaffected by the engine's power output. The freewheeling unit ensures that the rotational energy of the rotor system is not transferred back to the engine, preventing any negative impact on its operation. By enabling the disengagement of the engine from the rotor system, the freewheeling unit ensures the helicopter can safely enter and sustain autorotation. This capability is vital for emergency situations, such as in the event of an engine failure, allowing the pilot to glide and make a controlled descent to the ground. 5257. The main rotor blades of a semi-rigid rotor system can A. Flap together as a unit. B. Flap, lead/lag, and feather independently. C. Feather independently, but cannot flap or drag. The correct answer is A. In a semi-rigid rotor system, the main rotor blades are designed to flap together as a unit. Flapping refers to the up and down motion of the rotor blades as they rotate. In a semi-rigid rotor system, the blades are connected to the hub with a combination of rigid and flexible elements. While they are not completely independent like in a fully articulated rotor system, the blades can still move as a unit in response to aerodynamic forces. When the helicopter is in flight, the rotor blades experience varying air loads as they rotate. These forces cause the blades to flex and flap together, allowing them to adapt to changes in lift and accommodate for factors such as aircraft maneuvering, gust loads, and changes in rotor disc loading. Although the blades in a semi-rigid rotor system cannot flap, drag, or feather independently like in a fully articulated system, their collective flapping motion as a unit provides the necessary flexibility for effective rotor system operation and stability. 5258. Rotorcraft climb performance is most adversely affected by A. Higher than standard temperature and low relative humidity. B. Lower than standard temperature and high relative humidity. C. Higher than standard temperature and high relative humidity. The correct answer is C. Rotorcraft climb performance is most adversely affected by higher than standard temperature and high relative humidity. During climb, rotorcraft rely on the lift generated by the rotor blades to ascend. However, environmental factors such as temperature and humidity can significantly impact the density of the air, which affects the performance of the rotor system. Higher than standard temperature means that the air is warmer than the standard atmospheric conditions. Warmer air is less dense, resulting in reduced lift production for the rotorcraft. This reduced lift can limit the climb rate and overall climb performance of the rotorcraft. High relative humidity refers to the amount of moisture present in the air compared to its capacity to hold moisture at a given temperature. Moisture in the air can also reduce its density, further decreasing lift production. As a result, high relative humidity has a negative impact on rotorcraft climb performance. Therefore, the combination of higher than standard temperature and high relative humidity has the most adverse effect on rotorcraft climb performance, reducing the available lift and limiting the climb rate. 5259. The most unfavorable combination of conditions for rotorcraft performance is A. Low density altitude, low gross weight, and calm wind. B. High density altitude, high gross wind. C. High density altitude, high gross strong wind. Weight and calm weight and density altitude refers to the pressure altitude corrected for non-standard temperature variations. High density altitude means that the air is less dense, resulting in reduced engine and rotor performance. In such conditions, the helicopter will struggle to generate sufficient lift and may experience decreased power and maneuverability. The correct answer is B. Additionally, high gross weight refers to a heavy load or payload carried by the helicopter. Higher weight increases the overall demand for lift, requiring the rotorcraft to work harder to maintain stability and climb. It can further degrade performance, especially in combination with high density altitude.